my people, I missed you. Woohoo! Come here, let me give you a nice big embrace. Oh my God, I missed you guys so much. And you'll be wondering, where were you, Karaleise? What have you been doing? Child, let me tell you, I have been busy. But I'm never too busy for y'all. I gotta check in. I gotta let y'all know what's going on with me. So, doing a whole bunch of projects, personal and otherwise. And for the July 4th, we went on vacation. We were in Destin, Florida. My Florida people, woo, woo, woo. I was so excited to be in Destin. It was wonderful. Beaches are amazing. You know, I'm Jamaican, so I'm used to beautiful beaches. So when I see another beautiful beach, I'm like, this is like home. This is amazing. So we enjoyed that and just did a bunch of stuff. I'm working on some big projects, and it's just really, really demanding. Hold on, my dog is here. Come here, Bubba. Come here. Come here, baby. I want to show you. I want to show you guys something. So my dog Jackson, we dyed his hair blue. He got a blue makeover. Even his tail is blue, so that we could all be in blue enjoying our vacation. I had blue hair. It was fun. It was awesome. Say hi to my audience. Say hello. I'm the BA dog. I'm the BA doggy. You love your mommy? I love you too, baby. All right. So, that being said, I am here checking in with y'all, and I want to talk about, look at him. He's running around down here. Anytime I give him a little bit of love, he just goes crazy and starts jumping around. Don't be messing with my lighting. I'm gonna let the light fall down. Madness in this place now, in this office. He's jumping and running like crazy. Calm down, okay? All right, so what I want to talk to you guys today is about your career, right? So as you guys know, I've been doing consultations, so you're able to connect with me, have a conversation with me about your career. I do that. You can find out more about it on my website, karaleise.com. Please go check it out, okay? Lots of resources over there. You've got templates. You have a fit test to check if you're a fit for a BA. Go do that test. It's free. The results are free. I don't charge you for it. Free templates as well. Free courses as well. Go do. There's no reason for you not to have the information because I am giving it away to you, okay? But if you want some more personalized help, I do have a consult that you pay for, and I help you get started in your career based on where you are in your education, in your career, and what you're doing right now, okay? So during the course of doing that, I hear a lot of things from people, and I will tell y'all that there is some bad advice going on out there, okay? People want to start their careers and they don't know where to go for information, and people are telling them all kinds of things that is not really going to help you move forward in this career. And I'm like, this is crazy. Who's telling you all these things? So as a person who have gone through it, right? As a person who has been working in this field for over 10 years, working in different industries, I know what you need to do to get your career started. And I've done several videos on this, but I can't stress it enough. So I'm going to address today the things that I've been hearing, that you've been hearing too, that you really should ignore, right? I don't want you to do any of these things. So here are the bad advice that people are spreading out there to start your career as a BA. Do not do these things. So the most common thing that people are being told is that maybe they're coming from a different career, maybe they're not in a tech space or even a corporate space, and they want to join the BA field. They think it's an easier landing into tech because you don't have to be a programmer, you don't have to be, you don't have to have all these technical skills. So they're being told that they can just become a BA. And it seems like very achievable and easy. This is not an easy career, okay? So if you think you're just gonna walk in the park, you don't have to have tech skills, you don't really need to know coding, but you can just go through and get a 6-figure career, that's not the case, baby. All right? This job is an analytical job. You gotta use this, okay? Which means that you have to come up with good requirements, you have to know how to probe, you have to know how to navigate towards getting a solution. You don't have to have all the answers, but you need to be able to pull the team together to get to the answer. So it's not a job where you're told what to do. You self-manage. You manage yourself. You manage your tasks. Very rarely do you have direct reports, but sometimes you can as a BA. You could be a lead BA and you have direct reports. But if you're just starting out, you won't have direct reports, but you have to produce the deliverable, which is usually your user stories or your BRD, okay? And nobody tells you what the answer is, and there is not a formula that you can follow to know what the best thing to do is. This is why it's an analyst job. It's called business analyst for a reason. You can't miss out the analytical part. So those of you who like to be told what to do, and you want to just get an order from someone and just write some documents or hand over something and you know these are the steps that you do, forget about the BA role. Because you're not going to be doing that. You're going to come up with what you need to do. They give you a big problem. You got to figure out how to break it down. You got to figure out what you should be doing, right? And get the approval along the way. So this is not a job that you're told your steps, okay? You come up with the steps. You even figure out what the problem is, because sometimes they don't even tell you what the problem is. But you have to figure it out and solve it. So if you think this is an easy walk in the park, no, okay? That's the first misconception that I hear out there. People think it's an easy switch. The other thing too is sometimes people tell you, oh, you know, you have to have all of these things before you can become a BA. So what I hear often is people get advised you have to go do a certification in AWS, right? Or they'll say go do ServiceNow certification. Or they'll say go do Scrum Master certification. Or they'll say go do ECBA or do CBAP. Now, the ECBA, which is from the IIBA, and it's a business analyst related certification, is good to have. It's a good thing to have. The CBAP is also a good thing to have. But do you need these to start your career? No, you don't. You don't. So, if you're trying to start your career, you don't need to have these things, okay? AWS, I don't even know why people are advising you to go do AWS. It has nothing to do with starting your career. Now, if you want to specialize in some kind of AWS field, fine. That's Amazon Web Services, AWS, Amazon Web Services. It's not needed for your career. You're not a network engineer. You're not a solution architect. You don't need AWS. That's bad advice. Don't do it. You don't need it. Now, if you want to be exposed and you want to show that you're educated and you're following the tech career, fine, okay, you can go do it. But it doesn't give you an edge in most cases in getting your first BA job. So why are you spending money over there? It doesn't make any sense to me. Then people tell you go do Scrum Master certification. That's the other common one. Now, doing Scrum is going to help you to understand Scrum. It's going to help you understand the agile process. It's going to probably help you to know how to work with a Scrum team. So there is alignment there. There is some alignment. It does help. But do you need it to start your career? No, you do not. Should you get it? Probably. Probably, if you want to. It's okay. But for me, my advice to you, which I'll get to in a minute, is to do what works, what you need. You're trying to start your career. You got to get your hands dirty. You got to get 1 year at least under your belt with a BA job title. So you need to get the shortest path to get the career. Not doing all of this. Loopy, going nowhere. Taking forever to get there. Because you're doing everything in the world. All kinds of advice in all different directions. Take the short path. Get there. And then you can improve, of course. You can add more things to your belt, of course. So, Scrum Master certification, you don't need it. It's aligned, it's great to know, but you don't really need it. AWS, completely unnecessary. Completely. ServiceNow, okay, yeah, it's not bad. If you want to be a ServiceNow BA, you definitely need to go do ServiceNow. Okay, fine. But is the LinkedIn filled with jobs for ServiceNow BA? No, it's not. No, it's not. So are you going to be the most desirable because you have ServiceNow? No, you're not. Salesforce is another one they always tell you to do, Salesforce admin. Do you need that? No, you do not. If you want to be a Salesforce BA, then okay, fine, you got to do Salesforce admin. But I never advise people to do specialization when they're starting. Don't start off by specializing in a particular tool or a particular environment, because you need to get under your belt how to be a BA, and later on in your career maybe you can specialize. But it's to me, being a generic BA or generalist BA is better for starting out than starting out as a specialist BA. All right, so all of these certifications that they're advising you to do, I don't think it's needed or necessary to start your career. Here's what you need to do. Here's how you start your career. Take the shortest path. The shortest path is, if you don't have background, you don't have information about being a BA, you need to do a course to give you the fundamentals of business analysis, to understand what the job is, understand the job role. Do that course. You can also do some of my free videos. I have courses on this. There's courses on Skillshare. There's courses on Udemy, wherever. I don't even care where. It doesn't have to be with me. Just go get the information. Get it in your head. When you do the course, it's going to give you exposure to the terms, to the jargons, to the way we work, right? Once you have that understanding, you need to practice what you've learned. So some of these courses have case studies, have examples in there, that's fine. But, and I'm going to be very honest with you, I've seen some courses and people have reached out to me to train in their courses. And when I get into the course and start training people, the students start to complain, oh my God, it's too hard. Because some of these courses, they're not training you for the real world. You pay to do the course. So their interest is for you to feel good when you end. So they give you easy, simple projects that you can feel like you've learned, and you feel like you've learned something, and you'll recommend their course to somebody else, and you leave with this nice bubbly feeling that you learned something. And when you get your job, you have no clue what to do. Yes, that's what they're doing in the courses. My courses are not like that. My courses are for real world example, because it's not my interest to give you a nice warm bubbly feeling. It's my interest for you to know how to do the job. Because I'm so tired, guys, honestly, when I'm in a setting where there's a VP, there's a C-level executive, there's a PM, and there are other BAs, and sometimes it's only us as people of color in the room, and you'll hear a BA talking and you're like, what in the world is that person talking about? Person doesn't know what they're talking about. People hire people and then they realize that these people don't know anything about the job. Why? Because you went to a course, you did something, and you felt like you learned something, and when you come into the job, you don't know what to do. And it becomes obvious. It becomes clear to everybody that you have no idea what you're doing. And so they start punting the job to somebody else and try to avoid you, because you can't do it, and they can't trust you to get their project done. And it always happens with us. It's bad. It's bad. So you need to practice. So the first thing is go learn, do the course. Practice, like do a case study, figure out how to do this. Apply. You can't get a job until you apply. So you don't have to know everything to apply first. Apply as you're learning, all right? And then when you apply, you need to learn how to do a BA interview. There is a skill for interviewing for the BA job. There are certain questions that they're always going to ask. There are certain knowledge areas that you have to cover, right? So learn how to do the BA interview. Now, I have a consult called the BA Interview Success Blueprint. It's a consult where I help to train you how to do a BA interview so you can have the best success for the job. To learn how to update your resume. I'm going to talk about the resume in a minute. To learn how to analyze the job that's coming. Because they tell you a lot of information in the job description. What does it mean? How can you use that to your advantage in the interview? We do that. The session is recorded, so you get the recording, because I teach you a lot. It's 1 hour, but it's packed with stuff. With all my experiences packed in there for an hour with you. It's one-on-one, so it's private, so you can ask any questions you have. It's live, it's interactive, and I give you that recording so you can go back and listen to it, because you got to hear it 2 or 3 times for it to soak in, and you can start thinking about what I've said and have the best chance of getting that job, to have the confidence to speak about things and know you're saying the right thing. So when they hear you answer your questions in the interview, They have no other choice but to say you are a fit and give you that job. All right? So that's what we do. You have to learn the skills of how to do interviews. And then with that, hopefully you'll get the job and you can put all of what you've learned to good use inside of a project. That's the shortest path. The longest, most winded path is to do all of these things. Go do certification, do courses, do AWS, do Scrum, do everything in the world before you even apply for a job. It's a waste of time and money. Why are you doing it? The next thing I want to talk about real quick, I know this video is a bit long, but the resume. The resume. I have never heard more terrible advice than the advice I keep hearing people telling me about this resume. Lord Jesus. Jesus, take the wheel. Take the wheel, Jesus. Guys, what are you guys doing with this resume? I mean, almost everybody I talk to, they are committed to lying on their resume. People are so convinced that if they do not lie, they cannot get the job. That if they do not exaggerate and put things on the resume that don't even make not even close to the truth. They're not even making an attempt to be close to the truth. They just want to lie and they are committed to lying. And no matter how I say to you, you can't be lying like this on your resume. They don't want to take my advice. And many of you listening to this video are going to be like, Karaleise, we have to lie to get a job or get the interview. See, God is not going to bless you in the way that he can when you're doing things that are wrong. You have to do the right thing and trust God to bless you. You can't be doing the wrong thing and think you're gonna benefit. Now, let's say there are people who lie on their resume. They put that they have 10 years of experience as a BA, that they work in these industries, and they have all these stories. They copy off somebody else's resume and they paste on their resume. And now their resume is glorious. It says they have all these years of experience and they've done all these elicitation and all these documentation, and they work in agile and they work in waterfall and all of these wonderful things that even when I see the resume, I'm like, wow, why are you coming to me for an interview? Because look at all the experience you have. And then I do the consult with them and I realize the resume doesn't match the talking because the knowledge isn't there. So what they do is they lie on the resume to get the call for the interview. They do the interview and they practice some stories. Now, a well-trained interviewer like myself, they can pick up when you don't know what you're talking about. But sometimes the interviewers, they might just be, just pick somebody and they pick the person that they like. Maybe you make a good connection. Maybe you just sold them a very good story. You can wing the interview. You can 100% wing the interview if they don't give you a case study at the end. If they just do interviews, you do maybe 2 of those, 2 calls with recruiters, maybe an interview with a BA team, an interview with the HR manager or something like that. Maybe those, sometimes you can wing those. But the problem is when you lie on your resume and you lie on the interview and you get the job. That's where the rubber meets the road. Because guess what? You actually have to do the job. And when you come in and say that you've had 10 years of experience, guess what? Nobody's holding your hand. Nobody's walking you down the road like a baby and showing you step by step. They're like, you have 10 years of experience here. They give you the most complicated project. Here. They put you in the middle of the sea and you start drowning over there. Here, they put you in a meeting with a VP, with a product manager, with other team members, the solution architect, the UX designer, the front-end developer, the back-end developer, the quality assurance technician. And they're looking to you, okay, what do we build? Huh? What? Huh? Okay, I'll take that back and I'll come back tomorrow with some answers on those questions. I'll take that as a takeaway. And you go home and you start bawling. Oh my God, what did I get myself into? I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to be doing. Because you lied. And it's going to be obvious. So the challenge is not getting the job when you lie. The challenge is when you get the job, how do you do it? Because nobody can help you there. That's where your analysis skills will come out. And it'll become quite obvious to people that you don't know what you're doing. And it's a soul crushing feeling to be in a meeting with a lot of people and feel like you don't know anything. Feel silly. When you ask a question, it sounds silly to them. When you deliver requirements and they look at it and like, what is this? Is this a user story? I mean, it doesn't look like a user story. There are so many things missing with it. It looks like chicken scratch. And you did that. Your name is on there. Stop lying. Not worth it. The opposite would be that you don't have experience as a BA. You've never worked as a BA before. You have your experience in other fields, but it's not really directly a BA. You can tweak your resume. You don't have to flat out lie, but you can tweak it. So instead of saying things like customer, you say stakeholder. Instead of saying write report, you might say document requirements. So you can tweak your resume to be more business analyst friendly, to sound more like the way that we talk, to appeal more to a BA. That's fine. And you use your real job experience, and you put the things that you put there would highlight the things that we're looking for in a BA, like requirement solicitation, liaison with the team, having technical documentation, stakeholder interviews, things like that we're looking for. And then when you have your interview, you can say, I never held a title as a BA, but I have been doing business analysis, and here are some of the things I've been doing. I can get down into the details. Now, when they hire you under that assumption, and you look for jobs, not senior BA, because you never had experience. You look for a job as BA level 1, or something like that, or just regular BA, entry level BA even. And now when you get the job, because this is your first job, they're going to know that you need some guidance. So they're going to coach you more. They're going to onboard you better. They're going to give you a smaller project to start with. They're going to help you. And you'll learn and you'll grow. And then next year, when you have this under your belt for 1 year, next year you can apply for a senior BA role. You only need a year or so. Apply for a senior BA. And now you can speak with confidence that you have been a BA. You've been working on this project. You've done these things. And you jump into your 6-figure career. I think that's a much better way to approach it than lying. And the heartbreak I have for sometimes people reach out to me and I feel it for them because I want to help them so bad. I'm like, okay, this is what you do. I want to help you. But at the same time, I'm like, I want to prevent other people who are getting this bad advice from having the same pain that I see others having. Right? So, in my conclusion, right, guys, I'm having fun with y'all. Don't mind me. I might be talking about something serious, but I'm having a lot of fun, okay? In my conclusion, to start your career as a BA, you need to take the shortest path. What is the shortest path, Karaleise? It's learning the fundamentals of BA and stick to that. Don't go learn all these other things that are peripheral. Don't go learn Scrum. Don't get Scrum certification right now. Don't go run off to do AWS. Don't go run off to do ServiceNow. Don't run off to do Salesforce. All of these things are related, but it's not the short path. You don't want to be doing this zigzag. Go straight. You're trying to be a BA. Learn the tools for a BA. Learn the fundamentals of a BA. And once you do that, when you're almost at the end of your course, start applying. Apply. While you're applying, you're practicing. Get some case studies under your belt. Do some examples, right? Apply. You're going to get calls. When you're getting the calls, learn how to do the BA interview. There's a skill set for doing interview. Learn how to do that. You can do that with my consultation. You can find some free resources. I don't even care where you get it. But learn how to do the BA interview. And then once you get the BA interview under your belt, you will get an offer. And you will start your career that way. I hope this was helpful. I think it was, but I hope it was helpful. I hope you guys will subscribe. I need more subscribers. Subscribe to my channel. Look at my other videos. Check out my website, karaleise.com. Get you some free templates, some free information. Get a consultation with me or something like that. Learn, right? The information is available. It's not for lack of having it. It's just for you to spend the time to focus long enough to learn this thing that's going to give you a great career, going to improve your life, right? You're going to have a wonderful time if you do it the right way, and you'll definitely get started. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.